So a 12-year-old rapper gets 7 years for shooting a 12-month-old? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? You know what it is.
Yeah. Everybody's a motherfucking boss. This shit is a joke.
If you wanna be a boss, then you have to pay the cost.
Just talking about big bosses. You ain't even a man.
If you wanna be a boss, then you have to pay the cost. If you wanna be a boss, then you have to pay the cost. I hear you wanna be a boss. This is Los Angeles.
Good evening, and welcome to the latest edition of Los Angeles, the show that offers real talk for real adults on the latest in contemporary hip-hop news, culture, and entertainment. I'm your host, Curtis Flo, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, that is. And on today's show, we'll be discussing a 12-year-old rapper gets 7 years for shooting a 12-month-old kid. Are you serious? Young Buck gets plucked by the cops as he's arrested. And last but not least, Lil Pump endorses Trump 2020. All that and more on today's episode of Los Angeles. But first, we begin with
Paparazzi.
what's good, Hollywood? What's going on? Really? Just when I thought you were learning your lesson, Hollywood, just when I thought you were getting it, and just when I thought you were turning the page on this whole situation, you went after Ice Cube, right? How'd that work out for you? How'd that work out for you, Hollywood? Huh? Not too well. Not too well. Told you leave Cube alone. I told you leave Cube alone. I told you. Didn't work out too well for you, right? So I guess that wasn't enough for you, huh? You went after Cube. Now you're going after the Star-Lord. Like, you can't cancel the Star-Lord. Hollywood, really? For those of you who don't know, Chris Pratt, Star-Lord from, one of our favorite series here, Guardians of the Galaxy. Love it, right? Apparently, Hollywood's trying to cancel him now because he missed the Joe Biden event for the Avengers. But isn't Chris Pratt just like the same as Ice Cube? He has no political affiliation, does he? Right? Doesn't matter. Nope. Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to Hollywood. Not at all. Are you serious? This isn't going to work out well for you. But anyway, they're trying to cancel the Star-Lord. Apparently, because he missed the Joe Biden event. Since he missed the Joe Biden event, they start digging up and pulling out, past political stances and past videos and past, you done mess with it now. You can't cancel the Star-Lord. You can't cancel Chris. Dude, he's married to the Terminator's daughter, bro. It's not happening, bro. Like, it's not gonna work out well for you. I'll be back. It's coming. It's coming. Iron Man stood up for him. And I like to give a round of applause for all the celebrities who are standing up for Chris Pratt. This is wonderful. The people need to see this from you, Hollywood. This is awesome. Mark Ruffalo stood up for him. I saw Robert Downey Jr. Just absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Everyone's coming out and defending Chris because it's some bullshit. You gonna try to cancel the Star-Lord over a political event? Boy, I tell you, this 2020 election season is taking a lot of people by surprise. It's also revealing, once again, you know how I feel about this. The veil is forget lifted. The veil is fully blown. It's not gonna work out. You're gonna get the Hulk mad. You're gonna get Iron Man's gonna come in like that. This isn't Hollywood. Take a chill pill. It's not that serious. When did politics become this serious? Well, maybe it's probably always been this serious and just haven't noticed or haven't cared. Touche. But on that note, Hollywood, get it together. I'm tired of seeing you take L's, man. Stop it. You're taking too many L's this year. Just stop it. Step out. Get some ideas for some movies, and take a break for a minute, take a little vacation, and then come back after all this is over, because this is very stressful for you, Hollywood. I can't see you go through this any longer, okay? And on that note, catch you next time.
Paparazzi.
Flow on hard shit. Don't you know the difference when you listening to a prophet? Oracle prescribed shit. California vibe shit. Fire up the switch. Take a listen while you drive shit. Parallel park.
So a 12-year-old rapper gets 7 years for shooting a 12-month-old. Oh, guys. First of all, let's deal with the obvious. Look at what hip hop's become. Look at it. Do you see the school to prison pipeline now? Do you see it? Is it clear for you? When hip hop was created and when hip hop was brought to this country, you look at the early stuff, it was all about community awareness and community knowledge and knowledge of thyself, right? And here we are in 2020, and we went from community awareness to death culture. So much so that the death culture works so well that you have a 12-year-old who claims he's a rapper, okay? Just because you can put words together at an early age doesn't make you a rapper until you're out there with an actual deal. But I digress. A 12-year-old who pops a 1-year-old kid. May the gods in heaven look down upon us and show us some mercy, because I swear to man, this is the shit that pisses me off, man. This is why hip hop gets a bad name. This right here, this is why hip hop is such a bad name, and the culture is we're in a death spiral. This is unfortunate, people. This is not hip hop. We have a culture of guns and thugs and clout and materialism, and I, in my right mind, cannot find any reason for a 1-year-old child to get snuffed out. Now, thankfully, he didn't lose his life over this. Thankfully, this could have went completely left, to be honest with you. But yeah, unfortunately, it's unfortunate for this little 12-year-old. He's a 12-year-old. Do you know what his thoughts are going to be like when he's 15? Do you know what his thoughts are going to be like when he's 18? Right? So it's just unfortunate, and it's just another testament that we have to continue what we're doing with hip hop, especially us here in Los Angeles. This is one of those moments that makes me actually really, really proud, because we're moving forward. And it's time for the old school to separate itself from the new. I'm sorry. It is. Let them have the deaf culture, man. Let them have it. Yeah, we're OGs. We're grown folks. I get it. It's not the same as it was before, but we're still here. We're still here, Generation Xers, and we can still make a difference. And if we continue to support death culture, it's the end of us. So thank you all for being with us, rocking with us, and stay tuned to all of our music that we'll be releasing, because this is why we have to make a change. It is time for the old school to separate itself from the new. Let the new kids have it, man. Let them have the deaf culture. That's them. That's their life. They like it. The thought culture, deaf culture. We have to take a step back. The time has come. What say you? And I'll be right back. Young Buck gets plucked by the cops as he's arrested. Now, Buck, you've been doing too much. Let's just start right there, bro. First and foremost, bro, you've been doing way too much. You've been in the news cycle a little too much lately. I'm going to need you to just have a seat. Take a seat over there. Stay out of the limelight. The limelight is not working out well for you. Hasn't been working out well for you. Buck. Apparently, young Buck got arrested. It has something to do with, his girlfriend got arrested the other day. So this whole situation is very convoluted and very just mixed up altogether. So he ends up getting arrested. And I'm not sure exactly the charges. I don't want to speak on it for sure unless I know the exact charges. But it was just a couple of days ago, his girlfriend got arrested for taking shots at him. So this domestic violence thing, pay attention, my people in hip hop. This is not hip hop. You guys are going to hear me say this over and over again. This is not hip hop. This whole domestic violence issue and erupting, and then before we even get to that, let's just take a step back. Like, didn't you get caught out there with a tranny a year ago or something like that? Dude, you're gonna... Buck, stay out of the light, bro. Run from the light, bro. Be like a roach and run from the light, bro, because the spotlight is not working out for you well. Then I see some other videos online where, you're going at 50, blaming 50 Cent because your girl shot you. What? How you gonna blame him when she popping caps at the dinner table? How you gonna blame him? Seriously, man. This speaks to a larger issue. I swear. It's not even just a hip hop issue. This is a human issue. Human beings have a very difficult time with accepting responsibility for themselves. They really do. Any of you out there are grown, you know what I'm talking about. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very difficult for humans to take responsibility for themselves, especially here in 2020. So young Buck hasn't taken responsibility for himself since he got caught in the hotel with the tranny. And now you're getting popped. Your girlfriend's popping slugs at the dinner table, man. Now you're jumping out the window saying it's 50 Cent and some more. You're the reason. Now, you guys know it's a domestic issue, right? So you know kind of what those conversations are. You know how they go in on you. And you used to be in G Unit, and now you even got a J job. No more for Young Buck. And 50 Cent came out not too long ago, and he said he actually regrets that whole G Unit era, which was sad for me because, damn, I used to Lloyd Banks. Hold on, sure, rewind. Out of all of the G Unit members, Lloyd Banks is the sickest lyricist of them all. I'm rocking with Lloyd. I don't care what y'all say, right? I don't care what you say 50. Lloyd had bars. But I digress. Buck didn't have as many bars as Banks did, and Yayo had bars. What happened to Yayo? Damn. Yayo had bars too, man. Yep. But anyway, 50 Cent said he regrets that whole era of the G Unit because they didn't. He basically created G Unit as like a springboard for them to dive off of and go into other endeavors and open up other areas and for opportunity for them. And it didn't work out that well. So, you know, Young Buck, we're wishing you a speedy recovery. Hope you recover from the slugs at the dinner table, and also I hope you get out soon. We hope you get out soon, and just get back to the music. If you want the light again, you got to get back to the bars. It's that simple. Just get back to the bars. Forget about the women. Forget about the money. Get back to square one and spitting a hot 16. And on that note, I'll be right back. Lil Pump endorses Trump 2020. Whoa. Boy, the plantation is taking major L's this season. You got it. I swear, I'm going to get the ticker, guys. I'm going to get the ticker. Pump's not... You know how I feel about the littles, you know, the Lil Uzis, the Lil Uzi Verts, the Lil Pumps, the Lil... Like, there's so many little... I can't even keep up. I can't. I can't keep up. So the littles are hilarious to me in the first place. But here we have... I don't even like his music, eh? I don't even like Lil Pump's music. But in this situation, you gotta give credit where credit is due. The young man has made a decision. He's made a decision, and he's endorsing Donald Trump. I want you guys to pay attention to the power of hip hop. Are you not seeing the trend? Are you not seeing the trend? What's happening? You have certain individuals in hip hop who are jumping out the window of the plantation and running. Off and running. And it doesn't matter that Lil Pump is white. He's still in hip hop. So this definitely still applies to him. So he's admitted there, and he's like, he's seeing all this, and he's like, wait a minute, they're jumping out the window. What am I doing? And so he takes a look around, looks around the plantation, and he's like, you know what? I know I'm white, but there's some bullshit going around on this plantation. I'm not with it. Hops out the window. Another one. Gives a man a round of applause. Oh, the Democratic plantation continues to take L's this year. The brothers are jumping out the window. It continues. Now we got the young white brothers jumping out the window with us. The power of hip hop, people. So now I think you guys are starting to understand why they took over hip hop. Are you seeing this power? It's an influential power. It's nothing you can actually like put your hands on. It's an influential power. So I believe it was it 50? I believe it was 50 was the first one to come out and said, I'm endorsing Trump because I don't want to go from being 50 cent to 20 cent, right? Everyone laughed, made a joke out of it. His ex jumped out the window talking about, oh, you know, da da da. But the fact that he jumped out of the window and said that 50, it set a precedent. It set an example. Now, there's a lot of young fellows out there in hip hop who didn't see the example, or maybe they did see it and it just in one ear and out the other. But Pump, gotta give you some credit, bro. It went in Pump's ear. It stayed. And he's like, wait a minute, that makes some sense. Let me look at my money. He said, like, wait a minute, under this plan, I'm gonna lose this much money, and under this plan, I'm gonna make this much money. Oh, no brainer. So it just boiled down to simple economics, and he's jumped out there now, and Lil Pump is on the Trump train. Lil Pump is on the Trump train. You can't write this. I swear you can't write this. 2020, man. When this year comes to an end, I swear, it's like the dust is going to be settling, because, boy, the plantation's taking some smoke this entire year. So, stick with us. Stay around. It's getting good, people. And I'll see you guys next time.
This is Los Angeles.
It's cold out here. Yeah. Only the strong persevere. If you wanna be the boss, be prepared to pay the cost.